April 28th, anger at family members. Many of us have anger towards certain members of our family. Some of us have much anger and rage, anger that seems to go on year after year. For many of us, anger was the only way to break an unhealthy bondage or connection between a family member and ourselves. It was the force that kept us from being held captive, mentally, emotionally, and sometimes spiritually, by certain family members. It is important to allow ourselves to feel, to accept our anger toward family members without casting guilt or shame on ourselves. It is also important to examine our guilty feelings concerning family members, as anger and guilt are often intertwined. We can accept, even thank our anger for protecting us, but we can also set another goal, taking our freedom. Once we do, we will not need our anger. Once we do, we can achieve forgiveness. Think loving thoughts, think healing thoughts toward family members, but let ourselves be as angry as we need to be. At some point, strive to be done with anger, but we need to be gentle with ourselves if the feelings surface from time to time. Thank God for the feelings. Feel them, release them. Ask God to bless and care for our families. Ask God to help us take freedom and take care of ourselves. Let the golden light of healing shine upon all we love and upon all with whom we feel anger. Let the golden light of healing shine on us. Trust that a healing is taking place now. Help me accept the potent emotions I may feel toward family members. Help me be grateful for the lesson they are teaching me. I accept the golden light of healing that is now shining on me and my family. I thank God that healing does not always come in a neat, tidy package. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is the language of letting go. And as I read this, I can't think of any member of my family that I am angry at, but I could think of family members that might be angry at me. And so I hope that, even though the anger might be indicating feelings towards me that are, it's bringing up some sort of possibility that, I've done something wrong, like let me know. I don't want to make anybody angry. My goal here is to help people, to be here for people, to, help guide people towards a better way of life. My goal isn't to incite anger or frustration or resentment, because that's only going to make things worse. And if I'm doing that, then let me know what I can do differently. I'm open to it. I'm not going to be dismissive and think that my way is the right way. Obviously life is a learning curve and forever, and I'm always going to be learning something new. But with that, I also hope that anger isn't the only emotion, that there's something else going on there. And, if I tend to start to feel angry towards a family member, I look at the reasons why and try to decide, how I can go about approaching this person and talking to them and figuring it out, versus distancing myself and closing off everything and then just feeling angry for anger's sake, which I used to do. I used to be like, this person, and then I'm just like this person, and I don't even want to, I'm not even gonna, and I'm just gonna, and F this and F that, and it just keeps me in this perpetual state of misery, really. Anger is misery. Anger is the opposite of love in some ways, and I prefer to be loving. I prefer to be caring. I prefer to be here to help and to lift people up. I don't want to hold anybody down. I don't want to fill my life with the negative feelings. So, I personally do not feel anger towards any family members currently, and that's a great thing that I'm totally grateful to my higher power for. But I know that there's some family members out there that have anger towards me for whatever reasons, even though all I hope for is the best for them, And so all I can do is hope, pray, meditate, and keep working my program and cleaning my side of the street, so to speak, and hope that they realize that my intentions are benign and that I'm only here to help if they need it. Whether or not they ask for it or accept it is up to them. If they want to keep feeling angry at me, that's up to them. But I'm not shunning them. I'm not putting them down. I'm not judging, none of those things. I only hope for the best. And for some of them, I see that, they're making choices that's detrimental to their health, choices that are detrimental to their enjoyment of life, and things that are breaking them down over time. And I just hope for that to change. And if it doesn't change, like, it's gonna kill them eventually. And I don't want that. I don't want any of that. I want them to be happy, healthy, loving, and full of life. And sometimes, my wanting for somebody else is an OCD thing. Maybe it becomes a selfish thing that I want somebody else to prosper. I don't know. If that's what I'm doing wrong, then please let me know. But really, it's all love. And sometimes people don't know how to accept that love, and so they turn it into anger because of the guilt and the shame and all these other feelings that are going on. And I've been there, and I'm trying to work my way through my own. And so far, this program's helping me out a lot. Anyways, I hope the best for everybody out there, for all of you. Don't have too much anger. Feel it. Figure out why you're angry, and then replace it with love. Thank you guys. I hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.